Hey, good afternoon, Cochrane. Welcome to the next installment of our video faculty meetings. Again, some of these things are the things that typically we've taken up your time to discuss in faculty meetings, and we'd like to just keep those reserved for professional development. Just a couple of quick announcements. If you did not get a chance to do that bullying activity today, please make sure that you do that. I know we were given a formative assessments in many situations. Try to get that in either later this week or perhaps early next week. It was a great activity. Thank you, Ms. Hamilton, for putting that together. Really was a great activity. So make sure that we can get our kids to view that. School leadership team, I'd like to meet with you guys next Wednesday. That would be December the 7th at 2:30 in my office, please. Again, school leadership next Wednesday, 2:30 in my office conference room. Our next faculty meeting will be on December 14th. It'll start again at 2:30. As usual, we will have at least 2 different sessions, and then you can pick the session that you think best meets your needs as a professional. Lastly, common assessments. Have been looking in ThinkGate and have not seen, to this point, really the quality really and the quantity of the common assessments I think that we're very capable of doing. I'm hearing and seeing some things of a common assessment and perhaps a modified assessment in another class. That is not a common assessment. If you and a colleague are teaching the same curriculum in this building, please do a common assessment. That really will allow you the opportunity to analyze student data and be able to formulate a plan for immediate remediation in meeting our students' needs. So please make sure we keep that as our focus. The next portion of our video does have a small homework assignment associated with it, but it's a reflection piece to it. And if you recall, our new teacher evaluation practice is heavily weighted on teacher reflection. So the thing I'd like you to think about is our vision here at Cochrane is we're a 5-star school. And my question is, are we actually 5-star? Are you actually 5-star? And please don't misunderstand me. I'm not indicating that you are not and that we are not. What I'm asking at this point is, it's the end of November, beginning of December, and we get tied up with things. We get sort of pulled down into the same daily routines. And much like a hotel or much like a restaurant, we only need one bad reviewer to come in and have that not 5-star experience, and we would lose that 5-star rating. So what I'm asking us to reflect on as educators and as professionals are we 5-star at this moment? And so if we review again what those 5-star elements are that we've committed to as a faculty, and ask that the community and our students hold us accountable to, is the focus on learning, the creating a collaborative culture, defining what every student here needs to learn, measuring our effectiveness, and responding when students are in need. And I'm not asking you to go out and do this on your own. What I'm asking you to do is maybe even zero in on that creating a collaborative culture. Our greatest asset here at Cochrane is the family sort of mentality we have, and being able to rely on our peers. And so what I'm saying is, perhaps look at what some others are doing in our building and say, this is something I could do, or this is something I could easily replicate, or perhaps I'd like to go visit them. And you'll see some more of that coming up in our Wednesday data meetings. But pick an area and really reflect on it. As usual, I think it's really critical that I do the same thing. And so I've given a lot of thought to this over the last few days. And my reflection or my commitment to you is I've gotten tied up into the management piece of the school. And really, unfortunately, I've lost the focus of what's really the most important element, and that's teaching and learning. And I sincerely need to regain that focus on teaching and learning. The great thing about Cochrane and the great thing about many schools is they will run themselves. The day-to-day things will happen. But as a leader and as your principal, I really need to gain that focus for myself of an instructional leader. As I've told you before, I believe administration, from a philosophy standpoint, is to support teachers. And so my commitment to you in that gaining that focus again on student learning and teaching is you're going to see me a lot more in classes, and you're going to get a lot of feedback. And we need to have those kind of conversations where, we're constantly critiquing and we're constantly looking at how we can fine tune um, our skill set. It's not about us. It's about the children that we're teaching, um, and preparing them for the future. And so what I'm asking you to do is much like what I've done. Just make a small, my commitment to you is post it somewhere so that, it doesn't have to be prominent, but post it so that people can see it, look at it on a daily basis, and really, take it to heart these next few weeks before we enter into the holidays. Really keep that focus so that we will continue to remain a five-star school. One of the things that you're going to see from this is next week, like many of you know, I really want to make sure that what we're doing is based in sound research. And so next week, you're going to see an individual who's going to shadow me for an entire week, every day, all day, for the entire week. And they're going to be taking notes of exactly what it is I do, not so much my interactions with you as individuals or perhaps you as parents, if parents you are watching this, but how I'm spending my time. Am I spending my time from a management standpoint? Am I spending my time from an instructional standpoint? Or am I spending my time on personal things? And they're going to be taking note of that. And at the end of the week, they will provide to me some really great data that shows where the majority of my time is spent. And I can tell you right now, and not proud to say it, but the majority of my time is spent on management, and it really needs to be on instruction. So with that data, I'll be looking at how to reschedule a lot of my time to keep the focus on instruction. And I think that these types of activities of reflecting on our own skill set is what will make us truly a great school, a five-star school, and really great educators. So again, your assignment, reflect on those five-star items that we have made our commitments to our parents and our students. And really take, key in on one. You can pick two, but I would suggest just one, and a couple of steps, 1 or 2 steps on what you can do to refine that five-star status that you have, or perhaps polish off the five-star star a little bit. And I'm sure as you'll be seeing me more in classrooms, at some point I'll probably view somebody's my commitment. Again, it doesn't have to be prominent, but I think it should be placed where people can see it and can really see the training and the thought process that's going through of this is my commitment to you. With that, if you got any questions, please feel free to stop by, or I will see you in your classrooms. Have a great one.